Hi, Kenny. Well, the doctor is in, and this morning we're talking about water safety. The Environmental Working Group recently reported that Honolulu has the country's second highest level of chromium-6. That's a toxic heavy metal known to increase the risk of cancer. And this morning we welcomed Dr. Ira Zunin. He's the medical director at the Manakai Omalama Integrative Clinic. Good morning, Dr. Z.
Morning, Maha. Good to see you.
And thank you so much for joining us.
Happy New Year.
So the stunning headline from this report was that it was the second highest level in the nation. But what's the real story right there about this chromium-6?
Well, the story is it was the second highest level, but it wasn't extremely high. We've seen a lot higher levels in other parts of the country at certain times. But chromium-6 is dangerous stuff. It increases the risk of cancer. There was only one data point taken, one sample taken in Wilhelmina Rise. But we don't want to be ingesting a lot of chromium-6.
But does chromium-6 occur naturally in the environment, or does it come from other sources like pollution?
That's a good question. It comes both ways. You know, there are some natural sources, but the high levels that people get sometimes are from industrial production.
And then what was interesting is during the break, you were talking about the Environmental Protection Agency, and there's really no standard or level for chromium-6, right?
That's right. Chromium-3 is really not considered to be very dangerous, and all the EPA standards are for combined 3 and 6. What we really need is for the EPA to say, this is a standard for 6. It's not there yet.
And a lot of people are still concerned about this. Lawmakers recently had a meeting to learn more about this. And what are people doing in terms of your office, because they've been concerned about it?
Well, I was on vacation for a while. When I came back, there were all kinds of calls and emails with patients concerned about the news and wanting to test their own water. So we've actually brought in kits so patients can come bring samples of water that they use, and we'll send them to the mainland.
And, you know, a lot of people might know chromium-6 from that movie Erin Brockovich.
Yes.
What was the difference there? Because in that movie, people had cancer. They were getting really sick from these really high levels of this toxic metal.
The levels in Hinckley, California, about which that movie was made, were far higher than what we've seen in Honolulu. So we don't have that level of concern right now. But what is clear is that we need to know what the levels are throughout Honolulu. The Board of Water is testing throughout the area, and as This Is America, people are testing their own water.
Wow. And how much are these kits that people are spending on?
It's about $100.
And the results come in fairly quickly?
Fairly quickly, within a few days.
All right. Dr. Ira Zunin, thank you so much for joining us. Important information this morning. And if you'd like to watch this interview again or any other segment of our morning newscast, you can head over to our morning section of our website, kitv.com/thismorning.